This is Cynthia Ortiz. These are the Charles Perry, David Roberson, human trafficking, stalking, voyeurism, cloning phones podcast. So the police that are investigating you guys for sexual exploitation, human rights violations, human trafficking, organized crime, witness tampering, coercion. They're telling me that you guys were just talking about the letter. It is 7:03, February 27, 2024. Okay, that you're trying to, how can we get her the letter? Okay, the letter will go in the trash unread. I've not gotten it. I don't know what it says. Any continued attempts to give me a letter, it will end up in the trash. I will not dignify it with a read over. I don't give a shit. Well, listen, I have a job to do, and you're not going to get in my way. I'm going to say this one more time. I have a job to do. You're not going to get in my way. There are children getting raped at a Houston compound who don't even have a birth certificate and are not being educated. Their mothers are being raped too and pimped out. You don't get away with that this time, and I've told you that before. Your letter is it doesn't mean anything. You know what matters to everybody else outside your little weirdo group, your sex pervert group, your criminal organization? Those kids, those women, my safety, my well-being, their safety, their well-being, Mike and Lisa and John Neely. You don't matter. What you think, what you need, what you want has been imposed on everybody else long enough. They matter, not you. Here's the evidence of that right here. We found out you were discussing how to get the letter to me. You've talked about using what are we going to do if she won't DoorDash anymore? Because we have talked about cloning her phone. We've got illegal access to her phone, and we're using it to cause her harm on purpose, with intent to coerce or change her story and what she's doing. We've heard you over and over and over, and you all seem to be extremely confused as to who is getting the information and who is getting told on, and why that is. I don't care. None of us care. It is not our problem. You all have attorneys who can sit down and explain that shit to you. We're going to get the intel. That intel is owned by us. And they're going to use it to put you in jail. We've expressed our intention. You don't matter. The victims do. Charles, I moved 2 times to get away from you. Twice. You're always in Oklahoma. Nobody invited you here. Nobody asked you what you think. Nobody is going to help you. You have ravaged my life, and the more you stand up and do your pity party, I'm the victim because she caught my crime, and I don't like that, the more of this we get, because you are making people mad and sick at their stomach. Nobody asked you what you think. Nobody's helping you. They're helping us. And you're stupid and embarrassing, and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. You are not the victim. If you're getting victimized in Oklahoma, get the fuck out. Go home to your family and stop bothering everybody in Oklahoma. We don't owe you an election. We don't owe you a lie. And we're sick of you imposing all that on us. Do you understand or not? I don't even care. Your attorney can explain that to you. I don't have to. It is not my problem. We get the intel either way. We're going to use it to put you in jail. The more you claim you're the victim, the more pissed off you make everybody else. The more intel we get. Every contact, every loss, every problem. Got it? I don't know what else to say. I'm done explaining to you how mad you have made everybody else. I did not invite you to Oklahoma. I don't want you in my life. I moved 2 times to get away from you and have no further contact with you at all. None. You're, Charles, every time you contact me, we get more. I moved 2 times. I left to get away from you and have no further contact with you at all. Why are you always in Oklahoma? Why is it you know when I'm door dashing, when I'm working at the club, when I'm at anywhere, the gym, but for voyeurism, and you do not have my consent to invade my privacy at all. Not in any way, shape, or form. So, when we get this stuff, sir, look at this. This right here pissed everybody off. This right here is outrageous, and it pissed everybody off. You're in Oklahoma. I am not in Texas. You are not owed a lie. You're not owed a crime. And the more you continue to do this crap, the more evidence we get. You will be arrested, sir. I don't know what day that will be. It's a need to know, and I've not been told that. And your letter isn't going to change a thing. I don't like you. Fuck off. Grow up. Act your age, and fuck the hell off. You're not owed anything, sir. You are an imposition and a burden that everybody wants to be gone. So we get the help, and you get told on. And I know you were talking about the letter. Okay? I know about the Houston compound. I know the guy told us he ruined her school, and boy, that made me mad. Boy, that pissed me off. This we are not to talk about. They will kill us dead. But I'm going to tell you everything you need to know because we cannot allow him to ruin her. I won't put up with that. This is enough. He had her sleeping in her fucking car, not eating for 6 months, and now he did that, and it is enough. So you better watch my back, because if they find out I told you, they will kill me. There's a guy named Tim who is a pilot who turns his transponder off when he kidnaps women. They kidnapped some women and took them to a house south of Houston. The glass is beveled so no one can see in or out. They've got women there. They raped them and got them pregnant. And now they're raping the kids. They pimp them all out. It is sick, the stuff they do in that place. They will go in and rape those women and then rape the kids and then go fuck each other, and it is nasty. It is about fucking time somebody did something about it. And that place smells like the sewer because those kids shit the floor because they're being sodomized. And one of those kids was screaming bloody murder as he was being raped, and his mom was sitting there crying. And there was nothing she could do. There was nothing I could do. Nobody could do a fucking thing to help that little baby. And they actually had the nerve to come out there and tell that woman, stop crying. He will get used to it. We'll get him a toy. And I wanted to hit him. I wanted to hit him. If I thought that I could have beat that bitch up without him killing me, I would have done it. It was everything I could do not to hit him, not to beat the fuck out of him. And I kid you not, Mr. Perry, if I were at that compound and you did that to my child, I would slit your throat ear to ear and not think twice about it. If you raped my child like that, I would slit your throat ear to ear, and I would not think twice about it. I'm not making a vague threat, sir. I'm telling you, if my child was at that compound and you allowed that kid to be raped or you raped him yourself, I would slit your throat ear to ear and not think twice about it. You get anywhere near me, I will beat the fuck out of you. Your balls will be in your brain so fast. You are a danger to society. And we all know it. Guess who caught it? Me. I have a job to do, and your letter will not be getting in my way. So, we heard you talking about it. How can we get the letter to her and prove she got it? Stick it up your ass. Here's my answer. I will not dignify it with a read. I have a job to do. No one's done what we've done. No one. The evidence that everybody is very sick and tired of you and your crime and the imposition and the burden that you've made of yourselves is this. You stupid sons of bitches. Do you understand words? We think you're all wacky jackies, and you don't. Senile or something. Look at this. There is an entire office set up in the Justice Department fighting violence against women. Oklahoma's got the highest death rate in the country of women at the hands of a violent offender male. We don't put up with that in a civilized society. These guys helping me are not Oklahoma. They're not country bumpkin. They're not hillbilly. And they're not putting up with your shit, are they? They got me this. Is your dolly helping you right now, sir? Don't you have a little doll? We heard you play with a doll all day. What's it doing for you now? You're pathetic. You're one sicko. You do shit no normal person could think up if they had to. Okay, it's different when you do the crime to me. Everything changed for you, and life as you knew it ended forever when you started going at me. And you're too dumb to get that, aren't you? Look at this. I'm going to have her car towed and sold before she figures out it isn't legal. And then you did all that. Wrecked it. We heard you talking about my AAA membership, which you should know I have one. And you were discussing what date it expires. So we have to wait until XYZ date. Then we can ruin her engine. And we can pull, when she's on the side of the road, we'll come over and help her and kidnap her. We heard you talking about it. The cops have it. It's recorded. The judge heard it already. Okay? Everything changed when you did it to me, and you act like you don't know. While you run around going, how'd she find out? How did she know about that? Well, when you do the crime to me, you get caught. And it's not once or twice. It's not for a day or a week or a month. It is every day, all day long. Everything you say, everything you do can and will be and already is held against you in a court of law. Already is. He uses that to get probable cause for the next thing. Extended, whatever. There's a crime being committed, and you're being stopped. And you don't know, you act like you don't know that. While you run around going, how does she know? How'd she find out? We're at a loss. While you're calling all these police departments, is it you? Are you helping her? Are you stopping my crime? You stop stopping my crime. You're getting the runaround exactly as I said you would, aren't you? And you act like you think it's business as usual, and it will never be business as usual again. Even if you kill me, the guys helping me, they got me this, they're still there. They're still around, aren't they? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Go play with your doll? Wow, how embarrassing that you do shit like that. All of this, he said, leave her the fuck alone. Get out of my life. I didn't ask you what you think. No one did. Maybe in your imagination, in your hallucinations, your Huntington disease, whatever. No one cares what you think. And you're continuing to run around and act like you're the victim only serves to piss people off more. But you do what you do. You live with it, right? You don't like that she's finding out before? No. Okay, well, he's upsetting people with the crime. Charles Perry and David and Lucius and Calvin and Geppetto and Sonjay and Beverly and Blankenship and Desiree and Andrew and Lawrence and James, Reuben, Nisbet, Damien, Bethany, Jacob and Gabe, Greg, Tim and Larry, Bruce and Oscar, Betancourt. They're all upsetting people with their crime. So they don't seem to get that. They're sitting in their pretend life over there playing with a doll. And so until they understand that this is not what people want at all, they're making everybody else uncomfortable. And they're not owed a fucking thing, by the way. They don't matter, the victims do. Right now, things are different. The victims matter, not you. No one's asking you what you think. And you act like you think they are. You act like you think you're quoting our meetings. And you are not. We are quoting your meetings. You act like you think you can name my guys. And you can't. We're naming your people. Charles, your delusion is fucked up, dude. And it's not my problem. How embarrassing that you're that delusional. And you don't even know it. You don't even know it. There was a governor in this country, I'm not going to say which one, who was complaining about having to talk to you And he goes, the guy's wacky. He's as wacky as they get. You can't talk to him for 2 or 3 minutes without telling there's something very wrong with him. And the guy goes, well, he has Huntington's disease. And he goes, you can't miss it. 2 minutes and I could tell something. He's wacky. He's way off. You can tell his mind is fucked up. 2 minutes. He said, I couldn't stand talking to him on the phone. I had to hang up. I'm done with that. I don't know who. I get these guys think they got a lot of power and stuff, and I don't know who it is helping her, but that's their problem. I don't want to deal with it. And that Charles Perry guy's nuttier than a fruitcake. I don't want to talk to him. He makes me uncomfortable. So you're embarrassing yourself, and you don't even know it. That's your problem. It's for you and your attorney to deal with. It's not my problem. We get this, sir. You don't like that she finds out before? No. Okay, well, you're making people uncomfortable. Why don't you get that? You should get that by now. It's 10 years of this. So because you're making people uncomfortable and her guys understand that what you're doing is not what people want. It's not what you do in a civilized society. You need to fit into a civilized society or they'll put you in jail and remove you from it. That's what these guys are doing this for, Charles. It's not up to you, is it? Nope, it is not. You're not quoting us, we're quoting you. And you always get mixed up. It is funny as fuck that you're that stupid. So we got all this, and the guy said until he's in jail or gets a grip on reality, it's going to happen again tomorrow. She will quote him again all day tomorrow. And we have. He said it in September. But it's every day. Look at that. You name one of my guys, dum-dum. Oh, yeah, you can't. No one will help you helping us. Everybody's sick of you, and they've had it with you. I didn't invite you here. I have bond conditions. You had me illegally detained. And I was asked to lie for you in 2016. And I said, you tell them I said, fuck you. You're off your nut. I'm not going to lie for that bitch. There's no way. So my attorney comes back and he goes, I said, you're not willing to? I said, no. I lost my house. He smeared my name. He's lying about me. I'm not going to lie for him. There's no way. He doesn't deserve that. He's not entitled to a lie. I'm entitled to a life without him in it if that's what I want. And he's an imposition and a burden. So no. I said I will stay quiet under one condition. I won't lie for him. I just won't talk at all. But I have one condition. The bitch gets off my back and I never hear his name even again. Because I've already gone to the trouble to move 2 times to get away from him. And all that bitch had to do is leave me the fuck alone. And if he can't control himself and he contacts me again, we're done. It's over. Okay? So I have my bond conditions to confirm that. And I sued you for breach of contract. And despite the fact that you bought your way out of that and you made a phone call and got that dismissed on something that it doesn't qualify for res judicata. And Judge Egan knows that. Doesn't she? She knows that. Okay? So they know everything she's doing too. I promise you. We heard Matt Powell call the clerk's office when she first denied it and said I didn't submit evidence. And I was like, oh, yes, I did. I did. She's the judge. She needs to know what she's talking about before she puts out an order that's incorrect. I absolutely did. You know what happened, Mr. Perry, is you ran all. I hadn't planned to get it ready for another day or two. And you ran all my customers off from the club. I had nothing to fucking do. Nothing. You made that place empty. So I left early. And I was like, since I'm leaving early, I'll get this ready tonight. I worked on it all night long and took it the next morning by 8 o'clock in the morning. I had it filed. The evidence that went with that lawsuit. And so Matt Powell called, and they recorded him talking to them. And he said, did she turn the evidence in? And the guy said, yes, we put it on the magistrate's desk, and no one bothered to tell Judge Egan, so she didn't know. Good intel or bad? See, when you did the crime to me, everything is different, and it changed. Life as you knew it ended. It's over. It will never be the same again. Name one of my guys. You stupid son of a bitch. Do not get mixed up. Who controls the flow of information, sir? And who matters right now? It is not you. It is not you. You are not a victim. You're a villain. You're a sex offender, you're a pedophile, and you're a cop killer, in my opinion, based on what I know and what I've seen and what I've heard. I believe you to be a serial killer. You know why I think that? Mary Beth sometimes goes by Beth, found dumped at a lake just outside Billings, and you put yourself in Billings, Montana, in a conversation that you had with Randy Reeves and myself. What can you do and get away with, right? Isn't that what you want everybody to know? So you run your mouth, you and David Roberson, look what we can do and get away with. Right. It serves us very well, you and your arrogance and your ego. Do you see this? Name one of my guys quit one meeting. I don't know any of these people. All these people that you have, Mr. Bencore, and all these guys that sit around on their fat ass trying to ruin one woman. All these dudes trying to run one woman and make me fail. I don't even know them. I've not met them that I know of. I think I've met Richard and Dickie, maybe. The rest of them, to the best of my knowledge, I've not met them. If I've met them, I had no idea that's who that was. Maybe Mr. Bettencourt. Maybe not. You're talking about my DoorDash and they got you on it. We want to use her DoorDash. She needs to ask you for a ride when she's stranded on the side of the road. And then you just kidnap her. They got you. So you think I wouldn't kick the fuck out of you if you get anywhere near me? You're off your nut. I will protect my life. I will protect myself. I'm not going to wait to see if you have a syringe or a chloroform rag or throw a blanket over me and throw me in the trunk. I'll kick the fuck out of you. Okay? So, I don't use a gun. You know, Lucky Miller and Michael Neely both had guns. They're cops. Didn't help them one bit, did it? Yeah, guns are not my thing, but I'll kick the fuck out of you. Do you understand? I will kick the fuck out of you. Cattle prod or not, I'll kick the fuck out of you. Alright, so I'm doing things you've not seen before, right? Beverly, Sanjay, I've not met them. I don't know them, but they know me. What a creepy thing, Beverly. That's fucking creepy. That's fucked up. I thought she would wear those shoes and this would be over. And she'd be over in Houston. It'd be over for me, but not for her. She'd be over in Houston getting raped and murdered. You sold me, and you're desperate to deliver, and we all get that. We get it. You've made your point, and you're caught. Only when you did the crime to me did you get caught. And you act like you have no fucking idea. We don't even know what to say. This is the evidence that everybody is sick and tired of you and your crime bothering all of us. Mr. Perry, Mr. Roberson, Lucius, Calvin, Geppetto, Bettencourt. You see that? When you contact me, when you take my money, when you cause a problem for me, all of a sudden that happens. That is evidence that everybody is sick and tired of your crime. Nobody invited you here. This is evidence that everybody is sick and tired of your crime. This is evidence that everybody is sick and tired of your crime. And I'm the victim. This is everybody indicating to you, by helping us, not you, that they're sick and tired of your crime. And it's about the victims now, not you. It's about what we want, what we need, what we think, not you. You don't matter. I do. I matter. The kids at the compound matter. The women at the compound matter. The kids that they don't exist on paper. And Mike and Lisa and John Neely matter, and the Miller family, not you. You were not asked what you think. You were told on over and over and over and over and over. What does this say? I don't want a scandal. I don't want to make a thing where there doesn't have to be a thing. What he needs to do is fuck the hell off me and leave me alone. And get off my back. And you thought you had a choice. Does it look like you had a choice, Mr. Perry? You're not all there. You bother me, this happens. Does it look like you have a choice, Mr. Perry? See, you're getting caught bothering me. No one's bothering you. No one is bothering you at all. But when you pose a danger to someone's life and their safety and their well-being and their ability to have basic needs met, their basic rights, then you start killing cops, you're going to get some people on you that are just not going to put up with it. Not this time. I told you that in 16, didn't I? In 2016, you have gotten away with this all your life. Not this time, didn't I? What did I already have that should have been like a little clue? Things are different now. When you do it to her, things are different now. This is a different situation completely. Life as I knew it has ended. It's over. Because now there's this. And this wasn't there before until I did the crime to her specifically. Right? We got to get back to Texas so we can do more to hurt her. And my guys were like, oh no, you didn't. I don't think so. Now we got that. We got Ned Calvin's name, Lucia's name, Geppetto's name. Mike was drugged. Oh, sure as shit he was. I said it in March before anybody else said it. There it is in May. Depositions were taken in May, and this didn't hit the docket until like June or July. They just took the depositions in May, but it wasn't available for public review, on the court dockets until like June or July, and I said it in March. I have help, dum-dum. You're pissing them off. You're pissing off people that can do things you've not seen before. Point out for me the marks on this man that look like he was in a fight. That is also a recording of someone else. Sir, we get the help, not you. There's the arrest report. All it says is he has a red swollen right hand. Well, shit, there's an IV in it. Might that be why it's red and swollen? Because you don't beat someone to death so hard their head comes off their body and they die of internal decapitation. The ME says he was hit back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You hit him. What if I hit you the way you hit Lucky? Would you like that? Can you take the medicine you dish out? Can you? You are pissing people off, you sick motherfucker. Look at that. This was from 2017 and 16 and 17 and 18. We're going to lie in court and then get her to appeal it to go to the U.S. Supreme Court and perpetrate a fraud on the highest court in the land. We're going to wreck her car. We're going to starve her. We're going to try to kill her. We're going to take her money. We're going to ruin her, try to kidnap her and kill her and sell her and beat her down and have her workplace get hostile, whether it's DoorDash or a club or anything else. And then when she tells on us, we'll lie and say she's harassing us and we're victims. Wow, that went over like a rock, just so you know, because we know you said it. And Judge Kirkendall said, it looks to me like you're doing what this says right here. Leave her alone and let me rule out entrapment and provocation. And you know what? You guys took it wrong. You don't understand the words she said because you're mental slows, all of you. Let's do it more. Okay, so then you gave us more. We got more to get. You gave us more to get. We got this during that time period that you were supposed to have been leaving me alone. Take her house away. Get her kicked out on the streets. Do something to hurt her. Because we don't like getting caught. We don't want her in Oklahoma where she's catching our crime. This right here should have told you things are different now. Life as we know it is over. We pissed off somebody with a lot of power that isn't going to put up with our bullshit. They've not one time asked you for a bribe, have they? No, they have not. They don't want your money. They want you gone. We wouldn't tell those little kids and those women, you're safe now. He will never hurt you again. These awful men who have told you the same thing that they have told Cynthia, our witness. We'll put you in jail until you lie. We'll starve you until you lie. You're going to have to go be raped. You don't have a choice. We're going to impose our crime on you. We're going to tell them not anymore. You're safe now. We slayed your dragon and they're gone. And they won't hurt you ever again. Guys that got that to me in jail, Charles, are doing it right now. When we quote you, they're doing it then. Just because they haven't handcuffed you yet doesn't mean shit. They are all, the presence of those officers in your lives and all over you is very high right now because the threat is very high. You have posed a very, very big threat to me. Okay? Now I'm going to speak to the thing with Hunter. I acted like nothing was wrong, like I didn't know shit, because that's what I do. I'm very good at my job. I want people comfortable, and I want them talking. And I don't always say what I know. But you don't. You know, he proved out a lot of intel and not do it. Mr. Perry, when you're trying to talk to me, you're causing a problem for you. I didn't ask you what you think, did I? And I'll never help you. And you continue to show how delusional you are when you start talking about what you think and what you feel and what you want and what you need and asking me for information. In 10 years, you've not gotten anything but told on. We get the help, not you. Don't get that confused. You embarrass yourself and you just don't even know it, do you? When he walked up to the bar, after there's already been a complaint, I'm in the back, he's the bouncer, he can't even do the bouncer job right. I just got assaulted. Where was he? Oh, in the back, bad-mouthing you. So, comes up to the bar, I got a bonus for $20, and I'm taking over this club. I'm going to run it. So I'm going to come behind the bar now, steal the money, and the guy who does the cameras is out of the country indefinitely, so fuck you. That did not do anything but prove out a lot of recordings and a lot of intel. I just want you to know that. Okay? We've already taken your money. We're already making you pay money back you don't owe. That does buy us more intel, Mr. Perry, just so you know. Your money that you're spending for a cover-up buys us truth. Always has. We have more evidence against you than anybody's gotten ever. So that kind of thing is like, okay, whatever. And thank you, by the way. Appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to keep doing it. And the guy who does the cameras that can prove I'm doing it is going to be gone and can't help you. So you're fucked. Okay. I'm not fucked, but okay, if that's what you think. I have help from people who can do this. They got that to me in jail. Fabian was the man I wanted, not you. His name is on that puzzle. The name Charles, and even his real name, has a higher math probability of showing up on a puzzle like this than Fabian. You're the selfish butt-in, and you're temporary. And you cause sadness and sadness and fear. Nobody likes feeling sadness and fear, so we get the help, not you. Everybody's sick of that. They're sick of you. You know what the evidence of that is, Mr. Perry? All this. We get it before you do it, not after. All of that is evidence that people are sick of you. We're getting the help, not you. You're getting told on. We don't have any problems getting inside information. Nobody else has. Talking about my AAA membership. See if she has AAA, we can mess with her car, and she'll be pulled over and she'll call AAA. We don't want that. We want one of us to come alongside. Oh, ma'am, do you need help? And then kidnap me. Okay, we got it. We heard you. And so the judge has already heard it too. Sometimes we don't say what we know right away, but the judge heard it. The judge heard it just fine. That's all that matters. Anything, any stupid thing, anything at all that you say and do can and will be used against you in a court of law, and already is. And I've said that before, over and over and over and over and over. And the reason we do these podcasts and the reason things are put on the internet to document things as they occur is so that we don't have to repeat ourselves when we go, well, you were already caught on that. Well, we already know about that. We already caught you on that. Okay, so, we already caught you on that. Well, okay, he's going to go ahead and try it anyway. We already caught you on that, sir. We already know about that, sir. You've been caught on that already. Just because you put it off, because we caught you, you put it off a day or two or a week or two, doesn't mean it's not you. It means it is you. You just put it off because you got caught. Just try again another day. Do you all think we're stupid like you are? We're not. We're not. This right here, you didn't do it that day. You just put it off, and then you tried, and then you tried again, and then you tried again, and then you tried again, and you tried last night. Then you talked about trying again today. Because you need to force and push and coerce cooperation in your lie and in delivery in an illegal human trafficking deal. And we've already said it. You're caught. We've said it over and over and over and over and over and over again and over again and over again. And you want to illegal arrest me, and you want to illegally this and illegally that. Over and over and over and over. And you're caught. And you act like you don't know you are. Listen, not our problem. We're going to get the intel either way. So the letter, if you want to get me the letter, what I'm going to do with it is shove it up your ass and make you leave. I'm not going to dignify it with reading it because I have a job to do. I've done all this right here. If you make the slightest mistake, I heard him just say it. You make one slight mistake when you're talking to her, you're fucked. She'll catch it. She will catch it like that. And if I don't, the guys helping me, they will. One of us, me or the 40 of them, will catch it. And we'll use it against you. Not think twice about it. We have a job to do. No one else has done what we've done. But the goal is for us to relieve suffering caused by crime. Relieve suffering caused by your crime. And tell the victims, you matter, not them. And you're safe now. We slayed your dragon. We slayed your dragon. You matter. You are important. You deserve good things. You deserve a life of peace. And not being the victim and traumatized every day, all day long. You deserve good things. And we've been here fighting for you for a long time. And now they're gone. The bad people that hurt you so badly, they're gone. That is our one goal. Your letter gets in my way, you're going to have problems you will never get out of. You're already there. You already are. One contact, one problem. 1 minute you invade my privacy, they invaded yours. How does it feel? You cause me a problem, they are going to cause you 20. They're cops. They like causing problems for criminals. You take you take my money, they're going to take intel. So all the money you spend to cover everything up is buying us the truth. How do you like it? How's it feel? If you can't take it, don't dish the medicine. If you can't take your own medicine. Bunch of pussies. Bunch of cowards. Criminals usually are. And by the way, criminals lie. Just so you know. So if you believe a word they say, that's on you. That's not our problem.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes. First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down.
It is normal to want victims of crime to be okay. What's not normal is to want to hurt and destroy people who have done not a damn thing to you. I did everything I could to avoid conflict. I went to the trouble of moving 2 times, and nobody owes you a lie. I guess somebody was looking at all this stuff the other day, and he goes, the sad thing is, had Mr. Perry left her the fuck alone in 14 when she asked him to, this would have gone nowhere. But he went up to Oklahoma, refuses to leave, and has gone ravaging at her life. So now when he did that, he made a lot of evidence. And you got 3-4 court cases here that don't look right. That didn't help. So he did this to himself, and I'm done with him. I'm done with him.
What rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
So to clarify what they've done with my DoorDash, they clone my phone, they take over the DoorDash app. The only orders I get are crap orders, or their people. So when I make a delivery, there's pretty much always a doorbell camera or some sort of home surveillance. So they can get a picture of me to take to court to go, see, she's just working, minding her own business. We got a picture of her to show we're not stalking her. And I'm like, wow, okay, stupid, whatever. And because when I'm door dashing, I'm just working. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm doing my job. Remember, I moved 2 times. I left Lubbock in 2013 to get away from Charles Perry and his drama and his problems and his stalking and his crime. Nothing political ever discussed. The guy's creepy. He's creepy. Okay. Then he bothered me in Dallas area. So I butt into this thing with me and Fabian that's on that puzzle. That's interesting that they got that puzzle to me in jail. Fabian's name's right on it, not yours. Intersecting with the word hope. Those words, pay attention to this. Those words are not just in the same book. They're not on the same page. They intersect. Hope and Fabian. Intersect. So who has that kind of power to get that to me right there in jail, and it wasn't up to you, was it? No one asked you. Butt in. You're just a butt in wannabe. That's all you are. Always the wannabe, never the one wanted. Okay, so, 10 years of that. So, he bothered me there, so I came home to Oklahoma. My family's here. Mr. Perry interfered with my family. He has caused a separation. Nobody invited him to Oklahoma. He's come up here. He's lied to everybody about what his intentions are. He's bothered everybody. He's taken money from everybody. He's threatened and harassed everybody for 10 years. And he got caught when he did it to me. He wasn't invited to Oklahoma. Nobody asked him what he thinks. Steve Massengale's not up here. Dan Pope's not up here. Mark Ramsey not up here. Jason Moore's not up here. None of those guys are up here. Charles Perry is up here, bothering me. So somebody said, when he has had someone accuse him of stalking, what you would want to do is stay the fuck away from this accuser, so that there can be no further accusations of stalking. Stay away from her. What's he do? Leaves his family, leaves his constituents, leaves his business, goes thousands of miles away from his home to a state where he doesn't live, but the accuser lives, and refuses to leave and wants to say he's innocent of the accusations of stalking. It makes you want to hit him. Stop insulting all our intelligence. Stop it. The stuff that comes out of that guy's mouth is unbelievable. And so they use DoorDash to limit my income or take pictures of me just working, just doing things that normal people do, work. And apparently get me in a place where my car would break down so they can come along and kidnap me or have me pulled over and a cop writes me a ticket, blah, blah, blah. They've done all of that, or tried to. So, there's corrupt cops, actually. Tulsa police has not done a damn thing to help us. I have cops from somewhere else helping me because Tulsa police dropped the ball. So my life's in danger. My safety and well-being is in danger. So these guys helping me has significantly increased their presence on all of you. The more of a threat you pose to me, the more they're going to get all over you. And then we quote you every day, and y'all are shocked and dismayed. She found out again. Yep, it's 10 years of this. When you contact me, when you invade my privacy, when you cause me a problem or a loss, they're going to fuck you up. Okay? That's how it's been for 10 years. They're cops. That's what they do. Fuck up criminals. They're good at it. And your letter, oh, for God's sake, really with the letter. No one cares what your letter says. We care about what the victims are going through right now. What do we need to do to get them free? What do we need to do to end this? What do we need to do to get all that we need to get so they can wrap this up and make arrests and we're done? Your letter is not going to get in my way. Charles, you have to get out of my life. When we quote you every day, that is evidence that people are sick of you. They want you gone, and they're helping us, not you. And if you're too stupid to get that after 10 years of it, not my problem. I'm not a special education teacher. I don't have puppets and crayons. I'm not a nurse. Okay? Get out of my life. Go talk to your attorney and let him help you. I will never help you. It is outrageous you would even ask. You are not a victim. And the more you play the victim, the more we get. Just so you know.
Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Okay. And you want to raid the club to see if I'm in there? And get my ID? We've heard you talking about that too. Many times we've already documented it. We've already documented it. You're trying to coerce cooperation in a lie, in a change in my court testimony, and in delivery in an illegal trafficking deal. And I've said no to all. And I've gone through shit. You put me through hell. And I've still said no to all. I am not a cop, but I'm something. I'm part of a team. There's 40 guys helping me. And they are all over you. Because you're all over me. Now, fuck the hell off.